Hey guys, it's Nina.
And Ashley back with the bullshit.
And this is the Young and Gettin It podcast.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're back. Episode
So
2, y'all.
It feels so good.
Doesn't it just, and it just sounds crystal clear and just amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We just sound crisp as fuck, don't we?
You can hear a pin drop.
You can hear anything. So anyway,
I've been ignorant.
So basically we're going to bring our show in. We have a special guest today. So we have a special interview to show you guys. I'm very excited to show you guys someone who's done really well in the business. But first, we want to shout out people who really, helped us out.
Help make this thing happen.
I know, all the way to episode 1, and now we're excited. We're moving on, and we're not going to stop. We'll be back every Monday without stop. So first of all,
we gotta shout out Callie.
Okay, yeah,
he made our beat for us. So Callie, friend of mine, he's on Instagram as Alexander Bang, no spaces, no underscores, just Alexander Bang on Instagram.
Also, we want to shout out Phil Ade. We used his song No Fear on our promo video for episode 2 for this DJ Money episode. So if you guys heard that song, I know you all know it was a banger. Go ahead and listen to it. It's on iTunes. It's on every platform basically. No Fear by Phil Ade. We'll make sure to link everything below. Also, we wanted to shout out the people from countries outside of the United States that listened to episode 1. It's really cool to have supporters on the outside actually hitting us up and being like, oh, we heard episode 1. Anita S. from Dublin, Ireland, shouted us out and let us know that she liked episode 1. We also had listeners in the United Kingdom, Canada, Russia, and Ukraine, which is just insane.
That's pretty crazy to think that we have such far reach. On episode 1.
Like,
all right.
Like, yeah, thank you. And, episode 1 was just intro. We just wanted you guys to get to know who we are. But now we're going to get into the meat of our show, which is, discussing with people their different ways of getting successful and their different ways of being the best in what they do.
And dealing with life.
Yeah. And the stuff we go through and our opinions, and we want to share them with you. And we want you to share your opinions with us. So always remember, if you have anything to say, you could comment on our SoundCloud and things like that. But also you can email us at ashleyandninapod@gmail.com. We'll have that down in the description.
And we also have our website,
Yes.
www.weareYagip.com.
Yes.
So it's www.weareYagip.com.
Yes.
Dope website. Check it out. All our content is on there as well. We have links at the bottom to all the other accounts that we're on
iTunes,
with our podcast.
SoundCloud. We're on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Pocket Cast, Stitcher, and TuneIn. So you can search us on there and you'll find it. And we're always going to have links available for you guys to go ahead and click. But we did notice after episode 1 that iOS devices does not show the description on SoundCloud, which is trash.
It's
like, what the fuck? Apple is always doing some stupid shit. Like, what type of stupid shit is that?
And I looked on the website for SoundCloud, and apparently they've been working on it for 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't know how hard it is to fix, but apparently they've been working 2 years.
But all of our descriptions can be seen on every other app. So even on SoundCloud, on your computer, SoundCloud on Android devices, you can see the description, and on all the other sites, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Pocket Cast, Stitcher, TuneIn, all of those, you can see the description. So we just wanted to let you guys know, just in case you can see the description, there's still ways to see us. And if you go on our website, like Ashley said, every platform is on there, and you'll see everything on there, every episode, any information you want, contacts, all that. It's really cool. Also, last but not least, I want to shout out our media people who have been helping us out with this show, because they've really done a lot for us. Ricky, he goes under rickyace on Instagram. He's done all of our graphic design. He's done some of our photo shoots. Like, he's lit, and if you go on his page, you'll automatically see it. So if you need something in fine art, if you need something like artistically, because he does paint also, and he kills it. If you need a graphic design, if you need photo shoots, he does it all, and he's really fucking good at it. And also Zay,
he's been our cameraman when we just do interviews, going to the studio. He is awesome. He has the vision. We just trust it. Something we said when we work with him, because every time we listen to him, it comes out great. He's on Instagram at yo_Zay, yo_ZAY.
Yeah. And
so check him
last
out.
but not least, if you guys saw the intro for our first episode or just introducing our podcast. That was shot by Eze, and he goes by ezephotography on Instagram. We'll make sure to link him. He's crazy with it. Like,
his vision is ridiculous.
Yeah, go on his Instagram and just watch his videos. The dude is insane, and he's 21. He's booming. Like, it's insane. So ezephotography. So now that we got all these shout outs out the way, we are very excited to show you our episode. So now let's get into our episode with DJ Money.
What's up, y'all? How are you?
We're doing good. How are you doing?
Monday night.
I'm good, man.
Thank
good.
you. And you just hopped off the flight too, didn't you?
Yeah, you know, we had a shoot today. We had a nice meal. Then I came to see y'all immediately.
Thank you. We really appreciate it.
I appreciate y'all.
And your friend Phil is
Phil
here.
Ade is in the building.
He's here, and he is helping us pass out the Patron and pineapple.
No fear on iTunes. No.
Okay, all right. We'll link you.
Put that drop. Yeah, we'll link you.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so, I want to know. Oh, you should give everyone a background on yourself, like where you came from, what your passions were, what got you to where you are today.
Well, I'm from DC, Maryland.
Woo-hoo.
I've been spending for 10 years now. Also produce, write. I try to do a little bit of everything, but I also, I work with different artists: Mac Miller, Wale, Tank, Raheem Devon, Trey Songz. Who else, man?
Like who isn't on the list?
I know, right?
Who? Oh yeah, Dog Pound. I did some records with them. SZA.
Okay.
Damn.
Eric Bellinger.
I'm like, damn.
Earl Sweatshirt.
Okay.
Absol. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple, I did some things. I did a couple things.
And so what do? Do you make beats?
Yeah.
Do you produce? Do you edit?
Yeah.
You do it all?
Engineer, songwriter. I really been into like the producing aspect for like the last 2 or 3 years. Like I was DJing super serious, like for like 5-6 years straight, and use that platform to kind of like get back to my original love, which is like songwriting and producing and stuff like that. So that's kind of where it came from.
That's cool.
I feel like that's how the course always goes. Like you have something in mind that you love and that you want to do, and then like life takes you like a whole different way, and like you still kind of end up there, but it's like, well, I kind of love this more than what I thought I wanted.
Nah, 100%. I think what it is too, I didn't really take it seriously. Like my father was very he just played records, so records are always around. So I kind of like, how when something's around you don't necessarily take it for granted, but it's kind of just there. So you're just like, oh, like record players is always there. Like I posted this picture one time when I was like 3 and I got like a record player, and I was just like, whatever, like record players is around. Like, but like as I grow older, it's like, damn, like I had that opportunity to like really learn that and know that folks didn't get that chance. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. You have to excuse me while
while he licks the blunt. And can you tighten that too?
I was trying, like Constantine tried.
Yeah, the blunt is really important. So
extremely important.
That's very important. So how were you as a kid? Like, were you bad?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I was really until like I was always to myself. I'll say that. I was always to myself. I think I got kind of crazy the older I got a little bit. Yeah, I was kind of like always to myself, like only child. It's all good. Only child. It's one of those things where it's just kind of like I made sure I just kind of stayed to myself and I felt like I knew what I wanted to do early. So everything how I moved was kind of like me going towards that goal. Like when I was in high school, I was kind of known as like the headphone guy, because that's all I did. I was listening to music all day long. I didn't care. Like classes was cool and all that, and I had nothing against it, but I knew where I wanted to be, and I knew school would necessarily take me there. I'm not saying don't go to school, but I'm saying in my mind, like that's just where I was at. Like you know what I'm saying. So I was in school doing my homework, like which was
studying music.
Yeah, studying music, like listening to Stevie, I was listening to everything. I used to listen. I still listen to everything, but back then it was it was kind of weird, like, because it was like, I felt like sometimes I wouldn't. That was probably the only thing I held back. Like in school, a lot of times I would. Oh yeah, I'll play like when I first got a car, I would just play like all like the crazy hard shit, the go different shit with my friends, and as soon as they get out the car, I'm like playing Prince and like what I'm saying, and NSYNC and shit like that. So I became more comfortable with myself and my musicality and all that stuff. So I felt like that really is what grew me as a person.
Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so what did like made you actually be like, I'm gonna start DJing?
I got thrown into the fire. My 16th birthday, my father he wanted to make his little speech, his little corny parent speech. And he was like, yeah, and he's gonna spin for y'all right now. And I'm like, what? And I had no idea, because I was just like a basement guy. I was just a guy who I used to just spin in the basement. It was just like a hobby. I didn't really.
Yeah.
I bought records for fun. I learned the music. I wanted to learn melodies and different stuff like that. And then after that, going into college, I just started doing it more, taking it seriously, and it grew from there.
So did you grow your following kind of or people who wanted to hire you to do that by just doing it a lot?
Like
how did you get?
Yes and no. All right. So quick story. So, I'm not sure if you ever. Of course, everyone's been to DC. I feel like at some point in their life.
You've been there?
No.
Oh, you haven't? Oh.
I'm sorry.
I know. I went. Where did I go out there?
Where are you from?
I'm from California.
Yeah, we're both from here.
Okay, but
I went to Maryland for something. It was for work, like one day.
But it's kind of see Maryland, and like I said, it sucks because it's like, and we have this debate because Maryland is like tearing up the charts right now. Like, Go Link. Who else? Brent. How do you say his last name? I always fuck his last name up. How you say his last name? Brent Faz. What's his name? Huh? Fayez. Yeah, Brent Fayez.
I think I heard of that before.
He's super dope. There's just a lot of people from like Maryland is just doing a lot of stuff now. Shy Glizzy, Trail, Wale, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a lot of them, they were kind of born in Maryland and then moved to DC because it's all right there. It's all just kind of like right there. You know what I'm saying? So it was you know what I'm saying? It's a different culture there. But it's one of those things where I feel like pretty much what happened was in DC, our nightlife scene, I'm trying to tell folks outside of Vegas, it might be unmatched. Like, I love Miami.
Yeah.
I love it out here. But, like, it might be unmatched just because it's something to do every single night. And at the time, Mark Barnes, who still owns a club now, had this super club called Dream/Love. And my mentor at the time, he introduced me to him when I was 19 at Essence Festival. And I was trying to tell him, I was like, yo, I just really wanted to DJ. Like, I wanted to do a club. I've never done a club. I've never done anything. You know what I'm saying? I've only done like basements, parties, and stuff like that. Like, so it's one of those things where I was like, yo, you know what? If I could run this club, I could run the city. So that's just kind of what happened. So it was like one of those things. It was like, okay, I took that spot over. And I did that for a while. And actually for like the first year or two, I didn't even get paid or nothing. Like, I just literally learned the business. Folks didn't know that I could spin or nothing. They just thought I was a host. And one day I got my shot. SNS missed his train, and I got my shot to spin. And haven't stopped spinning since. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay, I was gonna ask that too. Like, what was that pivotal moment when you knew that, like, hey, this DJ shit is it? Like, this is
I learning the business. I definitely felt like, yo, you know what? This could be something, not even just profitable, just the platform in general for like me playing my own records, me growing a fan base, and also the fact I felt like I was very different in my approach of spinning because. To be honest with you, and this is not like a diss for no one back home, but it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like a lot of stuff that's being done now, you can kind of trace back to me. Like, I did the first Monday night party in DC, and I was one of the first to like be on air to like any artist that's out now, I was probably the first to like play their record on air, like Shy Glizzy, Go Link, Trail, Wale. I wasn't, but I definitely put my my radio stuff on the line for him, like a lot of times, of course, which is why we link back up. Everyone, Alex Vaughn, even Phil, Raheem, Chaz French, like all these folks now have record deals and are doing stuff now. And it's like we kind of like grew together, and it kind of just all kind of moved around the same time. So it's kind of dope. Like even when you seen me out, there was a whole nother aspect of what I do, trap karaoke. Like that's a whole nother.
That was lit.
That's like that's a whole nother thing that I do. Like, and then in Vegas, that's a whole nother. I try to just do different. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm very eclectic, so I try to definitely play that way. Like I try not to be the same guy, and it's a good and bad thing because sometimes consistency can help you. But at the same time, I feel like diversity is the reason why I travel and I work so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So your schedule is insane. Like I've actually never seen a schedule like that before.
It's pretty hectic right now.
So like let the listeners in on like what a week in your life looks like. Like what are you doing? What are you doing this week?
This week is crazy. This week is Howard homecoming week.
Oh God.
So this is a crazy week. So, where we just come from? Phil, where we at? New York? Where we just come from?
That's how often he's popping around that he doesn't even know where he just came from, and he's not exaggerating.
Yeah. We just did Atlantic City.
Oh yeah, okay.
New York for this fight. Then we flew out here. Video shoot today. And then I came to y'all. Tomorrow we have a session tomorrow, so I'm gonna be in the studio most of the day.
Stu is studio.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, studio. Apologize.
For those of y'all that don't know.
Wednesday,
Ebonics.
we fly out again, and then Thursday I have 2 events for Howard. Friday I have 2 events. Saturday I have 3 events. Sunday I have 3 events.
Jesus.
Then Monday.
God bless.
I'm tired for you.
Monday we back here. Matter of fact, Monday we back here on the West Coast.
God.
Okay.
So
good to know.
It's like we right back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like one of those things like we just kind of like moving around, but at the same time, it's like, you know, it's not just my schedule. Wale's schedule, his schedule, Phil's schedule, my schedule. So it's like all those things I have to do, and also I throw parties too. So it's like I gotta go there and do that. It's just a lot of different things. So
yeah,
I'm blessed, man. So you know.
Yeah, you really are. So when do you sleep?
Airplanes.
Yep. See, I knew it.
Airplanes. Naps
Naps are great. They're great. I took one today.
For airplanes for sure though.
Yeah.
I'll be on planes like yo.
Do you have any so what do you think is kind of the difference between like thank you. What do you think is the difference between people who like you said, you were so into music, like you knew school was not for you. It's not that you don't think it's for other people. You just knew it wasn't for you. You knew it was music. So what do you think about people who go down the same path and maybe it's something else, like, oh, ball, like I just want to play basketball, I don't care about nothing else. Or what are other careers that people get into? Like, yeah, some people want to be
like sports. People want to be a model.
Or they want to be a rapper.
The cliche one is the rapper right now. Everyone's a rap.
Yeah, so. I can't rap.
I mean, it's one of those things where I'm going to be honest, like, just make sure, like, if you focus, because you gotta say all this shit is trial and error. You know what I'm saying? No one can teach you a lot of this stuff. So it's a lot of like you trying to figure out yourself. And now it's so different because everyone's trying to do it and it's more accessible. Yeah. So it's like, man, like you gotta really find your space, own it, kill it, and then make it grow. That's like the biggest thing. That's like the biggest thing that I feel. So, you know, yeah, man, I think the best thing that you could possibly do if you want to stay in school or even leave school is just make sure that you know with your heart of hearts. Like me, like I don't care what nobody tells me. I knew eventually my world of spinning and producing was gonna collide. I was gonna make it collide, like somehow. You know what I'm saying? I took a risk coming out here. Like, I lived in Malibu actually for a summer, which is how everything kind of started. When SZA was working on her new stuff and Mac Miller was working on what album was that? I feel like it was his 3rd album. He can't think of the name of it right now. It's the one where he was in a red He was like a red cover, and he was naked on the front.
Ashley's gonna
About to
Google it
see.
for you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm trash right now. My mind is trash right
We'll
now.
fact check.
I mean,
for you.
you were just on planes. It's excusable. It's
You were
cool.
literally-
I appreciate
You
that.
were just working.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I came out there, asked him, man, and he's such a good dude. He let me just stay there and really build work. So I just kind of used like, folks like him, man, to kind of like help build it. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what happened. I came out here and I took a risk. Like, I jumped off the ledge, man.
Do
know
you
what I'm
think
saying?
that could have happened in another city, or do you think it's specific to being in California, where everybody thinks like it's the land of opportunity? A lot of people come here for their dreams, and then the same thing with New York. It's either like,
I mean, but folks fail too here.
yeah, true.
So it's hard to say. I mean, I think it's just you gotta use like whatever like folks you have around that can help you. Go with that. Like, I feel like sometimes folks just like, I'm gonna go to Price is Right and win a car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come out to the West Coast. I'm gonna go on the Price is Right,
Just be
win a
living on
car.
dream.
Everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna play this lotto.
Yeah.
Hit $63 billion and everything's gonna be fine. Like, nah, you have to really kind of like,
Put the work in.
yeah, definitely gotta put the work in, but also just know that like it's not gonna. There's gonna be a point where you're gonna feel like it's not gonna happen. But that's when you gotta keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. Like, I've been couches, cars, everywhere,
Yeah.
trying to get to a point.
I think that's like, we can really relate that to me and Ashley, because we started doing medicine and we got really,
hate it.
we got deep into medicine and started hating it. And we got deep. So we did 5 years of college, this many years in this lab, this many, and we're like,
yeah,
wow, we don't like
volunteering
it.
places.
Yeah.
Not getting paid.
And it's like kind of just seeing like how everyone that we grew up with ended up.
Okay, I finally found the third album. I'm super late.
What is it?
It's watching movies with the
Sound off. Yes, watch movies with sound off. And I was right. It was the third album. So perfect. Yes. So like, you know what I'm saying? I always said like the internet was over his house a lot. Sid and all them. Like, Mac had a compound. Like, a lot of folks don't know. Like, a lot of that first material from like Absol, SZA, Earl Sweatshirt, Sid, Najomi, all that stuff came from his crib. He had a crib in Studio City. He had a crib in Malibu, and everyone was just there working. He's like really, really a musical dude. Like, so I forever am indebted to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? That he's another person that I got to see the world spinning because of him. So whatever him and Ariana, they ever get married, man, I got him, man. Whatever.
Are they even dating, or are you just saying that?
No, they're super dating.
I did not know they were dating. No wonder that video was so cute.
They're 100. There's 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, cute. So, random question.
What's up?
So, like, what do you want to do when you retire? Like, what's your ultimate goal? Where do you want to be?
I love to travel. So eventually, I just want to if I could just travel. Yo, you know what's funny? I used to have this little, I never made like, what's the joint, the mood boards?
Oh, the vision board.
Yeah, I never made a vision board, but I always said one day I was trying to go. I never been on a cruise still to this day.
Really?
Right.
I
So
love cruise. They're so nice.
So I remember looking up cruises one day, and I was looking up different cruises because I wanted to say, I always said, man, if I do a cruise, I want to do like a different cruise. I want to do like a cruise that goes from like one country to another. So I was looking those up because I didn't even know if they existed or not. And I remember straight up seeing somebody that had a cruise for like, it was like 130 something day cruise.
130. No.
And I was like, holy. I was like, you know how rich a nigga gotta be to be like, but it was like shit was sold on the cruise. Like,
damn.
Somebody's on these cruises.
They just gonna be in the ocean
for a third
but my
of the
thing
year.
is, that's probably he's probably retired.
Yeah.
People probably retired.
Yeah.
Nothing to do. He wants to just come out and be on the water
And chill.
and because it's an all inclusive joint. It's like 130 days all inclusive. So that means you're gonna have meals. Like, you just gonna have to get up. You don't have to clean nothing.
Yeah.
How
For
do you
old
go back
cl-
to living life after that? though? Like, you're on a cruise for like half the year. And then you gotta come back and live
depressed.
a normal life. I couldn't do it.
When I
So-
came back, I'd be like, oh man.
I'm gonna show y'all like that. I saw that. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, so that was. I always said that's gonna be some of my retirement. I want to do
Okay.
something like that. Not 130 something days.
Yeah.
But
Excessive.
it's a lot.
It's like
But-
you're running away from something at that point.
Exactly. Like
Who are you
I
avoiding?
killed someone and I'm trying to like get away. But I definitely want to something of that magnitude, like 40, 50 day cruise. It's chill. I just really want my residual income to be like I don't even have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
At
You know what
that
I'm saying?
point, like if you're going on a
Man.
cruise like that,
that's what I'm saying. Like you have to be. Life got to be sweet.
yeah.
Life's sweet. You buy. That's like what I say when I see folks buy cars online. Life is good.
Yeah.
I'm buying a car online.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to get the number down. I'm just like, man, whatever, fam. Just get that,
Like
just
have
get
it
that
at my
joint
house.
and ship it
okay?
to the crib.
And change the color.
Exactly.
Put some rims on it too.
Exactly.
Hook it up.
I seen somebody buy like a crib online. I was like, how? You don't want to see it? Like,
You don't want to do a walkthrough, check how
it
the
got
bathrooms
it
look.
got
like,
bedrooms, bro. It's cool. All right, man. You
Oh,
got
man.
it, fam. You know, that's how it be though. So,
Do you ever have people like people coming up to you like, hey, listen to my mixtape?
oh, 100%.
Happens a lot.
100%. It's all about the presentation, the handoff. I mean, now it's more so emails and stuff like that, but I've had those awkward moments. Me in the bathroom trying to, you know what I'm saying? Oh,
yeah.
you have a
Yeah.
guest.
Yeah, we have a guest. Someone knocked.
Skip
Oh,
through that lane.
See, we showed up late because we're black, and they showed up early because they're white. Is that racist?
No, it is a fact.
Okay.
Hey guys, a quick commercial break to promote a black business. So we have Laser, created by Stacy and Abube, and this company just offers geo filters for you. You can have it at a wedding, party, football game, anything, anywhere, anytime. You just send them a quick little description at www.overlaser.com, and you send them the address, what you want, what colors in it, and boom, you're done with that. Thank you guys.
And back to our regularly scheduled program. Do you even have breaks? I was about to ask, like, what do you like to do for fun? But do you even
Movies. I love movies. I'm a movie guy. I love movies. So
That's
like
good.
anything that's why it's so funny that watching movies with the sound off thing, like that was some stuff that we talked about then, because it's like I make music like that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff would be on TV. I'll watch shows 3-4 times unintentionally just because I'm trying to. I was watching it, but I wasn't.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's me.
You always
With-
see those
that's me
things
with
you
TV
missed.
shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do y'all watch?
I watch everything like on Netflix and Hulu. I got Amazon
Hang
Prime.
with Mr. Cooper's on Hulu now.
I never watched that.
I mean, it's like a 90s show, but I was
Okay.
just excited because they put like Hang with Mr. Cooper on there. Like all that shit is on there now. Full House, Family Matters, all that shit.
Yeah, like I was, like I'm like I've known Ashley since I was 8, so
Yeah,
she
we
actually
were
knows this.
going
That's
back.
But yeah, I was a sheltered child, so there was a lot of stuff I
yeah.
wasn't able to see, and when everyone went to the movies, I had to stay home.
Damn. So what did you sneak and watch?
Like
Did you even sneak and watch stuff? I feel like she just snuck out. Like I don't feel like she snuck and watched stuff. She just snuck and left her
yeah,
house.
like my parents are Nigerian, so they're super strict. So
He's Nigerian.
did you have strict parents too? But they're stricter on your sisters. Do you have sisters?
That's Phil Ade too, because he's not trying to get over here.
Ade?
You gotta come over here.
IDE?
Phil.
ADE.
Ade.
You gotta come over
Ade.
here. You gotta- Phil.
What's your Oh, Yoruba. I'm Igbo.
Uh-oh.
There's no rivalry or anything. We cool.
You said it like Bloods and Crips. Like,
right? Like real
I'm
quick.
Igbo.
Like I was like,
What's your actual like your Nigerian
Full
name?
last name?
Yeah.
Ade Tumbi.
Oh, Ade Tumbi. Is your first name really Phil?
Yeah, it's Phil.
Oh, Phil. Okay. I'm like,
That's
because you
my
know,
mother. That's my mother's doing.
Ade Utah.
she wanted you to be Americanized early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents did the same thing. My name's Nina.
I have a white name because my parents wanted me
Yeah.
to be successful. My name is Ashley.
Let's
Pratt.
talk about that. Okay, so
It really matters. on
my
resume.
like
I
a
guess
lot of Nigerian kids like have their Nigerian name, their first name. Like my cousin's name is Amuche, and like, you know, and her full name is Amuche Chi, you know, and like all of them have like long names, but they kind of, our parents had to give us like, or our parents chose to give us white names, because Phil is like a white name, Nina is like a white name, Ashley is a white name, Zach
white
is a
name.
white name.
It's so funny when you go to an interview and they have just seen you on paper and you go in and they're surprised you're black.
Oh, fam,
like,
I got a good
voice real good.
I got a good one for you. And I tell, and me and him joked about this, but I remember when I dropped out of school, actually, my mother was like, "Yo, just try to go to school around here, get a job." And I remember, because I just did it for her, like, even though I didn't want to, I was applying for jobs, and I remember one time going to this job. I was computer science major, by the way, so I did like.
I'm trying to get into that. Shout out to you.
Nice. So I was in there, and I applied for a couple jobs and internships, and I remember one time a lady coming outside. She said, Zachary. And I stood up. She said, no. I said, Zachary. Like, she waved me down.
Oh, shit.
Waved me down. I told you that. She waved me down, bro. Like, now she hit me with the sit down joint. Like, no,
I wish you guys could see his hair, 'cause that's disrespectful.
Not you.
Not you.
Not Marcus. Wow. I ain't say Marcus, man.
I would have been so hot.
I didn't want the job anyway, so I was like, man.
Like, let me waste your time now since you want to do that shit.
Since you want to be disrespectful.
Amazing. I was like, this is amazing.
How do you feel about people, like, would you prefer to have the name you have now, or would you prefer to have like
Absolutely. It looks great on checks.
It does.
Amazing.
Same way, as long as I get paid, like,
looks amazing on checks.
It does look great on checks.
It's true.
I feel the same way about.
And I've also been like ironic kind of guy, so it's like I love the fact that like folks will see a name or something and think they know something. Then I walk in, because I'm always me 100%. Like, I'm gonna have tree in my pocket. I'm me. Like,
you sure did have a lot of tree in your pocket.
you know what I'm saying? So that's just me. Like, no matter what's going on. Like, so, you know, and I try to keep that going, because I feel like that's some of the reason why I got to a place that I'm at now. And I'm not in the greatest place in the world, but you know, at the same time, like, I'm blessed to see the world and do what I love.
Yeah, you just came back from China. How was that for trap karaoke?
Yes, I did that for trap karaoke. That was very crazy for this LeBron James Nike event that they had out there. That was insane, man. Great Wall of China, got to walk that a couple of miles.
Damn, that's tight.
Forbidden City, I did that. Like, so just to see the sights and really taking the culture and see how they are was amazing. Went to the restaurant called Duck. The duck was crazy. Like, it was so good in there. Like, it was crazy. But China was really a blessing, man. Like, I was praying on the Great Wall just to see a structure like that like was built with so much like there's so much stuff out there that's built for such a long time and has been there for such a long time and withstands hundreds of thousands of folks every single day and doesn't go anywhere. Like I said, I feel like that says a lot, because I mean, might be overthinking too, but I mean, I feel like that says a lot about like the structure. I feel like it says a lot about the folks that helped make that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was a different mind state back then about wanting to be great. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it kind of got lost a little bit, but at the same time, when you go see stuff like that, it reminds you. And even some of the folks that's with us that was saying like, yo, it's I'm the first person in my family to ever leave the country. You know what I'm saying? My first person in my family to ever come to this side. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy to experience that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Definitely haven't been there yet.
No.
You know what was really funny is when you told me that you were going to China, I'm like, so you're an American going to China.
Correct.
And I'm an American, and I'm the only American in like all my classes, and I'm surrounded by Chinese people. In America. Is that weird?
I mean, I think all of us, we see leaving the country as us learning. They see it here as taking advantage of something that we don't take advantage of.
Yeah.
So I think it's a different barrier, and at the same time, like we all know, like as fucked up as it is here, it's a lot more fucked up in a lot of different places when it comes to laws and different stuff like that. So I think it's dope though that you the only black sister in there though. You gotta look at it from another way.
Cool. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at it another way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like sometimes, like, and they might not even expect you to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's very true. I'm literally the only one.
Yeah, like.
Wouldn't that be interesting? A class full of all Chinese people, like no Americans. If I wasn't.
Oh,
in the
I'm pretty.
program.
There's some schools. I'm pretty sure there's some schools that it's there.
Yeah.
And we just don't know. You know
Do you think that Americans are? Do you think Americans are like kind of lazy?
I think I don't want to say lazy. I think we just don't appreciate a lot of stuff. Of course, there's lazy people everywhere, but I feel like we just don't appreciate some of the stuff that we have. Like even when it comes down to like how racism is right now, I think for so long we kind of took us winning for granted. So like now we're at a point where it's like, oh, okay, this new guy's in and he's going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I think we kind of took certain stuff for granted, and I think people need to remember that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we should never forget what's happened in the past. We just can't, like, just don't try to just like hold it on you. Like I feel like sometimes we use that too much as an excuse.
As an excuse, yeah.
And I never did. Like it's funny to me now because it's like, yeah, you can make all the racial shit you want to, but bro, we're in the same restaurant, and my bill probably was higher than yours,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's very minuscule, but it's still something. Like, I had friends before when I was younger. My friend Brennan, who passed, when he used to hang out with me and stuff like that, he used to all like be blown, like man, why we gotta go to this restaurant? I'm like, bro, I like the food here. I don't care if these motherfuckers don't want me here. I work hard, you know what I'm saying? And if I want to go here and spend my money and this is what I want to do, you know what I'm saying? And because there's a lot of spots in DC that aren't like mainstream kind of restaurant spots, but they're very high end, you know what I'm saying? But very good food. Yeah. And they're like low key, like, because it's like the folks that know about it, you know about it. You'll go in there and you'll see folks and they'll look at you crazy, but it's like next time you come there with me, hey, money, what's up? Like, it's a different thing. Yeah. So, you know, it all depends on, like I said, it's how you look at it, you know?
Yeah. Opportunity comes to those who create it.
Like
I'm
that.
always gonna say, well, I didn't
It's
coin
not
that.
hers.
That's Charlemagne the God. That's the name of his book.
I still gotta read his book.
It was good. It was really good.
I
It
gotta
was
read
inspirational.
his book. I gotta read his book and Gucci Man.
Gucci Man
Oh
has a book?
yeah,
I didn't know that.
he did come. What's it called again?
I don't know.
I just saw it. Like,
guys,
yeah.
Come on.
So you just gotta have your laptop out. I just gonna need you to get Google Chrome for the day.
I know. Yours is on the table too, Nina.
Oh, but
So
you're
far.
doing it already.
I know. I was just saying.
I'm like, no,
I was just saying.
I don't feel like it.
Trapathon? That's what it's called?
I hope not. Is it?
I don't know. I really hope it's not called that. That was like the first thing that came up. Gucci Mane, the autobiography of Gucci Mane. It's super simple, y'all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how do you feel being black in today's society? Because I always wonder, like, how black men feel, because it's different being a black woman.
Absolutely. I think okay, yeah, because we're gonna have some real talk. I think it's one of those things where it's like I just said, I started off a little bit. I definitely think sometimes we use it as an excuse, but I think that y'all probably have it harder than us, but I think that our hard just ends up in death. So it just it just turns it up.
Type of imbalance.
Exactly. You feel me?
Oh my God.
I mean, I hate to say it like that, but I mean,
no, that's
the truth.
real.
Y'all hard is more hard because you actually have to live with this shit. Like, our burden falls on others. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah.
You feel me? If we're together and I die, you carry that burden. I don't carry that burden. You feel me? If you get passed up for a job, y'all carry that burden.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what I mean by that.
Wow.
You feel me? So it's one of those things where I think it's great, and I think if we champion it more instead of it being a burden, I feel like we could really work towards something. And I feel like, unfortunately, even though the guy won, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to keep saying them, but like, even though the guy won, I feel like that kind of is making us realize this again. You know what I'm saying? Because I still say, like, you know, like Barack did what he could. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't the greatest president ever. You know what I'm saying? Barack did what he could, but at the same time, what he did do was make sure that my children are like, yo, you know what? You know what I'm saying? Like, we always have the running joke of like, yo, not even a joke, like, you always got to tell your black son or daughter you can be the president because they don't see it. Now we don't have that anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a thing of like, you know what I'm saying? The white kid don't have to say that. You don't have your father's not gonna sit you down and be like, watch out for the police, and you can become the president, because those things don't matter to you because you already know what you can do. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you could get away with.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta have that good white or Jewish guy though.
Do you have a good white or Jewish guy?
I have a good. He's like racially ambiguous. He's like can't really tell what he is. Yeah. He dresses the part. It's like it works for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I get pulled over though, I don't know if we get. We might go for short, but outside of being pulled over, I think we're good. I think yeah.
Okay.
We don't have that friend right now.
Well, like
our
in
circle
Malibu,
is like
yo,
small.
y'all don't know one. Y'all in Malibu.
Well, we kind of know one, but like
I have a friend, but she lives far, she lives far away from Malibu, but she's like white and Asian.
Oh, that's an interesting kind of combination.
Yeah, like she just looks sweet.
How do y'all feel about it? Like being women in fields that aren't a lot of black people.
I can tell. Like, so when
do y'all feel it?
I feel it every day I'm at work. Every day I'm at work.
I mean, being the black woman, you always feel that.
And I work with surgeons, and they are a different class of people, and a different class of people in like every way. So some of them are assholes, some of them are racist, and I don't know if they know that they're racist, but they are. But it's just pretty ridiculous. Like, I've had an anesthesiologist, like, he's putting a patient to sleep. She's the same color as me, and he's like, people of this shade always have the nicest teeth.
Oh, wow. Shit.
And it's like, I know he meant it as a compliment, but the way that I felt was just like, bro.
Ignorance.
And the fact that he felt so comfortable to say it.
Like, why are you talking like that?
Yeah. I remember at my last job, I had like big twist braids. I mean, I change my hair every 3 months, so it's like my hair is always different. Yeah, and my director, he's a super nice guy, and he still writes like my letters of rec for whatever I want to do. But he walked up to me and he was all like, "I really like that weave you got." Mind you, it's braids. It's braids. It's not even like hair. It's braids, you know. And he said, "I like that weed," and I was like, "Oh, they're called twists." Like, and I was just like, yeah.
Or when you have braids and a white person calls them dreadlocks, like, it's so awkward. I love your dreads.
So, it's just like, there's just
that's hilarious, actually. So look, yes, it's messed up, but that was funny.
No, it was. I told people after, like, he called it a weave. Like,
that
what the
was
fuck?
funny. So I tell folks that, like, well, not him, but they got mad at me because so this white guy on the video set was playing a cop, ironically, and he comes over and he goes, "Yeah, if y'all want some food, there's like snacks and stuff, a bunch of diabetes back there." But I was like, "What?" Like, it was just funny to me. Like, I know he was trying to just be funny. Like, I know it didn't come from like, I mean, I hope it didn't come from a place of malice because he was fat as hell. Like, but it was just funny because I was like, "Yo," like he was like, "Yo, that's not funny." I said, "Dog, this nigga just walked up to us, bro, and said there's diabetes over there, bro." Jesus, and it's all black people. Like, that is crazy to me. Like, to be that comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And I knew the way that he said it, you could tell he was just trying to be comfortable. He was trying to be like, "Yo, some cool black guys." Somebody
like,
just.
No, you're not cool by saying
oh no.
that.
Okay, you know something that me and her both went through. We went to the same elementary, middle school, and high school. And when we were younger, because I remember.
Is it a black school?
No.
Okay.
But it was very multiracial. Like we did go to
we
went to very multicultural and multiracial schools.
I got a question for y'all after this.
Okay. And we experienced, I remember it being in elementary school when this happened. I remember we had like a teacher in class and she was like, some girl. And it's like, hey, girl.
Was it?
Yeah, like
that one white lady that we hated.
It was like
it was
elementary school, right? Do you remember?
It must have been Miss Martinez. That's the only class we had together.
Oh, we did. You remember?
Yeah. And she did the splits at the end of the year. Like, bitch, you wow. Like,
she did do the splits and she would let you play with her hair. But yeah.
That sounded so bad.
Yeah, that sounded crazy. I was like, what?
You know what's super fucked
she
up?
let you play with her hair?
Yeah, and
you know,
she took me home every day.
Like,
you know what's really funny is because like I heard someone talking about that, how like back in the day, and no, okay, I love the Brilliant Idiots podcast, and Andrew Schultz said he was sleeping over at his friend's house in elementary school, and he was like afraid of the dark or something like that, and so he like walked to his friend's parents' bedroom and he was like, honestly, I'm really scared of the dark. Can I sleep in between you? And they let him sleep in between, like someone else's child slept in between them.
That was some white shit.
But yeah, that's some white shit. But you know, nowadays, if that shit happened,
they'd be like,
that would be on the news,
like
immediately.
Like, yeah, it's like molestation. Let's make a check off of this, you know, like. And I'm like, dang, like, cause my teacher, like, she let us play with her hair, but it wasn't like she was weird. It's just that times have changed.
Everybody loved her. She was just like really nice.
She was a cool ass bitch. You know what's really sad? After everybody left that day, I walked back in because I forgot something there and she was crying.
My mom cussed her out before.
Oh,
why?
Yeah, shit, those are two wildly different.
No, like it. Like I felt bad because my mom cussed her out.
Why was she crying?
Why? Because she didn't have her students anymore.
It
was the last day of school. She loved us.
So
she didn't have kids.
I had an overactive bladder as a child, and I always had to ask to go to the bathroom. And one day, she like embarrassed me. She was like, "Why do you always have to go to the bathroom every 5 minutes?"
She did that?
Yeah.
Was I there?
I don't know. You might have been absent that day because I remember we sat next to each other. And then like I think that same day I peed on myself because she didn't let me go. So my mom cussed her out. She was mad. Like,
yeah,
don't do. And she was like, if my child needs to go to the bathroom, you make sure she gets to go to the bathroom. Like, I made sure to witness the phone call. Like,
oh shit,
it was a lot.
Well, you said you had something to say.
A question.
Yes. Do you feel like being in a multiracial school helped y'all growing up? Like,
hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just in the world.
Yes.
Yeah, and because where we grew up, we knew how to code switch earlier, I feel like.
And when you say that, you mean like
Ebonics to talking properly.
I just wanted to specify
for the audience.
Yeah, they don't know.
Code switching is going from talking slang.
My Ebonics,
I do it every day.
Talk.
I be talking to them and then real corporate on them phone calls.
Yeah, hello sir.
Like you'll think I'm real ignorant.
How are you doing today? Thank you. I just wanted to,
How are you doing? Oh man, I'm excellent. How are you?
I'm doing well.
That's spectacular.
You gotta say it right.
Send regards to your family. Yeah.
Toodles. Toodles.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, like our school was multicultural. I don't necessarily think we went to the best schools.
We did not.
Like in our high school was not good.
But we had favor because Nina and I took honors and AP classes. Yeah, she was in GATE. Like our parents kind of separated us to help us do better, really. Like because my mom made sure I was in honors classes. Yeah, like there was no other class that I was in.
Yeah, we started like because GATE is like 3rd grade, so we started like in elementary school.
So you did GATE, I didn't.
Oh, you started in middle school. Or high school?
I did high school. I started in high school. I started late.
Oh, okay. But it was basically like when our parents moved to our area, it was the first time that like people were moving to the area and the houses were priced really well. So when houses are priced really well, it brings all types of people. So our parents didn't notice it early enough because we were some of the first people to live in our neighborhood. Like
there were no houses.
It was just dirt, us. You know, like it was just 1998. I moved in 1998. I think you moved in 1999 or something like that.
Probably.
But yeah,
it was around the same time.
It was a long time ago, and it was like, so you know, they didn't know who we were gonna go to school with, but elementary school was cool. But once the higher we went, like it was just like
high school was
terrible. A lot of bad influences, and not even just bad influences, like bad people. And we had to
everything like drugs, everything.
Well, just like drugs and just like
people that just had malicious intent, but like would pretend to be your friend. Like, and Nina had a lot of those.
It was a little ghetto. Yeah, and I don't like to use that word. That's why I'm just like trying to avoid it. And I knew not to be
friends with some of the people you was friends with.
It was just like
you learned a lesson.
Yeah,
I was just like, I was trying to tell like, bitch, I'm not gonna be friends with them, but you can't.
She really did not hang out with us.
I didn't.
Yeah, she didn't. And it was like our group of friends was like 6-7 people. Like we were a gang, and like all of us except for her hung out with like everybody else. Yeah. But it was like I was just impressionable because I was sheltered. So it was like
You was ready to see the world.
Yeah. So everything.
You was ready to get out of here. Like
I had
what's
to
this?
sneak out.
Is this hot?
Oh my God!
Really
that's it. That's exactly it.
Is
like
this stove on fire?
Is that fire? Is that fire hot? Like
so if I put my whole arm in this oven,
I feel you.
Yeah,
my whole leg. Like this is a hot fucking
your body,
mess.
real
so
body.
Yeah, it was a hot fucking mess. I'm honestly, I even told her like I don't know when, but I was like, dang, I'm really glad I ended up where I am today because the girls I hang out with, like one of them's in prison right now. You know, like
it's bad. She had like a crack baby. Like don't leave like.
Yeah.
So I feel you on that, and I asked that because I went to a private school when I was in high school, but I went to public up until that point.
Oh, okay.
So it was a culture shock to me because they went from like Chocolate City, all black, everything, fights, fashion show. Every day, different type of shit, wild shit going on. The old niggas outside getting at the young joints.
Oh no!
You know what I'm saying?
We've experienced
until
that
and then straight until like if I say what the heck, I'm in the office.
Wow.
Yeah.
Super culture shock.
Oh no!
So let me ask y'all this. I feel like I'm interviewing y'all now.
It's
let me ask you
great.
this.
I love
That's
it.
fine.
So growing up where I grew up, how was like dating different races? Because I know eventually it happened.
Oh no, it didn't.
Never happened?
No.
Okay, so
she said no.
Okay, so like I don't think you've dated other races,
I
right?
haven't. Like there's been people that are interested in me, but I have not dated.
Yeah, and like I like I'm sure I've said this to you before where it's like I'm like this is kind of sad that other races are assuming I won't like them. I think the way I look, they're going to assume I don't like them, but it's like so it's gotten to the point where it's like all the guys that I have dated that are not black, I've approached them like every single time. Yeah, because they just assume.
Can I get a rookie card of this? Like, is this like black guy? I mean, white guy, Asian guy? Like, what's going on?
Asian guys are right under black guys for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like because they're like most relatable to black people in a way.
Yeah, and I'm Nigerian too. You have to think about that. So they have foreign parents too. So they
so you can relate. Okay.
Yeah. But it's like black first over everything.
I mean, of course that.
I want a chocolate baby.
I feel you.
Right.
I got you. But what I'm saying is, though, what I'm saying is though, like, so, who approaches you the most?
Black guys.
Black guys.
I'm talking about outside of black guys. Approaches you the most. I'm sorry.
Well, 99% of the guys that approach us are black. So of that
so
one,
I'm trying to think.
So of that
real
1%.
No, but
Hispanic?
I think too. Just to let you know,
Hispanic,
I think too. A lot of times is where we go is people as well. I honestly feel that way because I tell folks this all the time. Like every nightclub, every party has those nights, has different nights. So you gotta remember. Oh yeah. You have the black night. You have the Spanish night. Yeah. Yeah. So if you just going out,
we're going to black nights. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You feel me?
True. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. True. So like I always tell because I'm one of those folks. Like I'm gonna let you know I'm one of those people. Like I like to see different shit. So like even if I just go have a drink and just people watch, that's just I just like seeing it. I feel like it's almost like it's almost like it's like a mini vacation to me. And in DC's such a melting pot that like I can go on M Street and see like go to Bravo and it be all Spanish. Yeah. One of my favorite spots. I never forget. I went there for food. I was like, yo, you trying to get a drink? I was like, man, I'm trying to get a drink. And I feel like it's no one's there. And he's like, nah, come on. And we go down the steps and it is cracking. It is moving out there. I was like, what is going on? It was cracking. Niggas salsa and they got Spanish versions of every rap record out.
Damn. Cardi B probably in there begging.
What the fuck is going on? They was going crazy. But let me tell you what else is funny and fucked up at the same time. If you go to nightclubs, and this is only me working in nightclubs, this is very messed up, and I won't say where or who. But it's both, and even out here in Cali, LA, black nights, white nights, Spanish nights, Asian nights, all have different prices for the liquor.
Huh. Okay. Really? So what's
you go to Spanish night.
White is most expensive.
Nah, actually,
Really?
black is the most expensive.
Why?
But I don't know. I own the club. I'll let you
They're
know.
just trying to make us more poor. I know.
Yeah, black is the most expensive. So it's like, when I go to Spanish night, the same spot I've been to on M Street. I've been to Bravo before. I just never been down there. And I drink Patron. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's lit. You know, my
what I'm
favorite.
saying?
She got me that for my birthday.
Yeah, that's nice.
And we got you some tonight.
I appreciate that. I gotta show y'all Patron. Send me a bottle with my name on it for my birthday.
Oh, that's dope.
Super hard. But so it's wild because literally they Patron shots in there was $7, and I was confused.
Yeah.
But,
Corona was in there $4.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Huh.
Bottles of Moet in there, $70, and I'm just like, what? And I go back on a black night, $150.
Wow.
$15.
Huh.
Wow. Because they know how much we like to act like we have shit. Like, I feel like they capitalize on black people wanting to floss.
100%.
Because black people love flossing.
That's
They're going to
so
do
true.
no
100%.
matter what it takes.
Now, mind you,
they're gonna do
the white
floss.
nights, the vodka is more expensive.
Huh, yeah, because they
You know what
drink
I'm saying?
vodka more. They
Kettle,
drink vodka.
Kettle One, it will be like $9 on our nights, and on their nights, 11, 13.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I went to this one spot in New York. Patron on the black night was $17. $17. Right? White night, it was $9. And I was like, damn. Like, so, like, that shit was, like, super crazy. Like, it was one of those things, man. Like,
Wait,
Oh, they're pushing us out. Well, tell them we'll be
wrap
out.
up. Yeah, like, we'll wrap
I
up.
feel so bad because I don't want to wrap up. I just
But-
want to hear you talk.
I feel like, yeah, me too.
I know.
it's always good. We can do another time.
Yeah.
We definitely have to have you back.
Yeah,
This
I
is
appreciate
fun, and I enjoy
Yeah,
getting faded
and
while
I
doing
like
this.
it. See, the white man wins again.
Ain't it true? Ain't it
Oh
true?
my gosh. Okay, so share your social media with the audience so
Yeah,
they know
let
where to
them know.
find
At
you.
DJ Money on Instagram, DJ Money DMV on Twitter, DJNoParty.com coming soon. Phil Ade, he's with me. He's out now. No Fear. Wale Shine out now. Dog Pound coming soon. My EP coming soon. New video next month. Yeah, man, we out here. We lit.
Oh my God. Oh my God again.
I like that.
Right?
I got shirts for y'all too. I got your shirts, so I got you.
Okay, I love t-shirts. That's my jam. If I could wear them every day, I could.
I
would.
got you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I got shirts for y'all too. So
All right, y'all.
all right,
We're
man.
out. So that was our interview with DJ Money. Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, thank you for returning and giving us listens again.
Yeah, and hopefully you guys liked the interview and learned something about, their hustle and how they got to where they are today. And, it really was a calling for him. And sometimes you have that calling, that's kind of why
gotta trust it.
that's kind of why we're doing what we're doing now, because it's like, if we could leave our jobs and do this,
Oh, I would quit right now.
like
I would call right now and quit.
this is what we've wanted to do. So I mean, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, opinions, anything,
Yeah.
make sure to email us at
Email
Ash-
us. Ooh, what times are we in?
Ooh.
Taking it back to the
PO box. We really do have a PO
Yeah,
box
acting
though.
Like we ain't got phones and stuff no more. All right. Technology isn't real, guys, according
It
to
doesn't.
Nina. But if you have a question, hit us up at ashleyandninapod@gmail.com, or you could check our website at www.weareyagip.com. Hit us up,
Yeah.
listen, like, subscribe, comment.
Yes,
Give
activity.
give us critique,
Yeah.
constructive
Because
criticism.
honestly, y'all were not critiquing us
y'all
on
was
episode
being
1.
too nice.
Don't be nice to us.
Me and Nina were talking about it
We were like,
today.
you can be rude. I only had one friend who I had to ask separately, and he was like, "Oh, you could do this." I'm gonna need y'all to tell us what the fuck we did wrong.
Don't
'Cause-
be yes men.
Dude, don't be sitting here and acting like our sound quality wasn't better this
That shit
episode
was
than it was.
fucked up last time.
Ain't none of y'all finna tell us our sound quality is trash. Tell me, I'm not tripping. I will not. We're not.
We got thick skin.
Yeah, we're not soft. We will not take it as an insult. So tell us what do you want to hear. We'll try to make that work for you. We're here for the community, and DJ Money's episode really did teach me a lot. It was just like that reiterating theme of like consistency, and passion. Same with Phil Ade. Like I went on YouTube and looked at all his videos, and he was so young in some of his videos. Like, wow, you've been doing this for a while. Go listen to No Fear on iTunes by Phil Ade. The song is a bang. I literally listened to it multiple times.
It's on my
a day.
Workout playlist.
Like, it's really insane. But just a reminder, you can find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Pocket Cast, Stitcher, and TuneIn. Look up Young and Gettin It podcast.
We everywhere, B.
Yeah, like Ashley said, the website, www.weareyagip.com. You know, we are on Instagram at YAGI_podcast. You can find us. If you go on our website, first of all, our website's just sick as fuck, so just go on there.
Yeah, go on there.
But there's links to everything, every episode, anything you want to see, you can find it there. So if you can't find it anywhere else, just go on our website and just pull it up. Make it super easy for you.
Yeah, and if you can't find it on our website, email us.
Yeah, hit us.
AshleyandNinaPod@gmail.com.
Yeah, DM us on Instagram if you have to, but we prefer the email because some people be wilding DMs. Y'all gonna be sliding in them. Don't want them sliding in there.
You get blocked.
Yeah. And just so you guys know, next episode's just gonna be me and Ashley. We're gonna try to like hop in and out of interviews just so that you guys can get our perspective and we can kind of get the audience perspective. So you're gonna hear from us next week. I'm very excited for that too because we have some shit to talk about. Seriously. So thank you guys again. Thank you so much. Please keep listening. Subscribe. iTunes, you want to get that boom and you want to subscribe, like, comment, rate us. Make sure you give us a rating.
Help us quit our job.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I mean,
that's not the main goal, but I mean,
is it
supporting will help a nigga do that.
I'm like, is it the main goal?
I mean, it is the main goal. But I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
give us those likes and listens.
Oh, it's muted. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just like we're fucking around in the studio.
We need to stop.
We're too turnt right now. But thank you guys so much. We will see you next week.
Next Monday. Be on the lookout.
All right. Bye.
Peace out.